What's going on, guys? Wi-Fi1225 here with another video, and today we're going to be doing another ESO Saturday. So we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about, but before we do, happy birthday to ESO. ESO turned 2 days ago, April 4th, which is really awesome. So, you know, that's kind of crazy for me too, because it means I've been playing ESO for a whole year. I'm sure lots of you guys feel the same way. This year just flew by, but you know, time flies when you're having fun. So, congrats to the guys at ZeniMax Online. Let's just get into the rest of the video. So first I'm going to talk about where I am in ESO. I just figured with the 1 year anniversary I just do a little update about what I'm doing in ESO, where I am, what I'm enjoying and stuff like that. Then we're going to talk about a new lore book that just came out that you can buy in the Bethesda store, and we'll talk about that and all the good details about it. Then the Crown store, we got a couple new pets coming to the Crown store that I'm going to go over. Then I'm going to give you my wish list for the Crown store and everything I want to see come to the Crown store in the next couple of months. Then a little bit after that we're going to talk about the upcoming zones, the 5 zones we know are in development, and all the good details about those, like story and where they are and all that good stuff. Then we talk about the guild, or my guild, sorry, the Bearborn clan, and all the details about that. In case you guys want to join, I'm sort of changing things up in 2015, trying to get it back together. So I figured I'd just add that quick at the end to let you guys know in case you're interested in joining. So first, let's just talk about where I am in ESO. So I just hit veteran rank 10. I know it might not sound like a huge accomplishment because a lot of people are at veteran rank 14, which is the level cap right now. But it took me a really long time, and more importantly to me, I got the Tamriel Hero title, which took a long time. You get that title by doing pretty much all the quests in every zone, including Cyrodiil. So it did take me a while. I had to do all of Caldwell's Gold quest line, you know, going through all the other alliances, doing all the quests, and questing in Cyrodiil took a really long time too, especially in enemy territory because I just kept getting killed. But I did finally get it, and I'm really proud of it, and I thought I'd let you guys know. But I'm really happy with it, and right now I'm just kind of trying to grind to veteran rank 14. I've been doing some PvP to try to break it up, always doing some role-playing and going to role-playing events like that. I'm not a huge fan of grinding, so I have to do other stuff, you know, between so I don't get bored. But I think it's going to take me a couple months to get to veteran rank 14, because they did kind of nerf a lot of the ways to grind, especially in Cragler, and so I've been trying to figure out the best way to get there. But I am still getting there, so it should be a little bit, but then I will be veteran rank 14. Other than that, I'm just trying to get my guild back together, but we'll talk about that a little bit at the end of the video, and just kind of playing with other people. I've been, you know, playing with some new people, trying to get them, you know, into the game and helping them out when they're having trouble and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm still enjoying ESO a lot, you know, 1 year in, and I'm still loving it a lot, just as much as the first day, so can't ask for more. So yeah, veteran rank 10, and I'm just going to keep doing some PvP and stuff, so you guys might see some more PvP videos, because that tends to be where I'm leaning these days. Next, we're going to talk about Tales of Tamriel, and this is Volume 1, The Land. So it's a new hardcover book that Bethesda just came out. It's sort of a series, and they're just going to be talking about the lore of the Elder Scrolls Online. Not necessarily the game, but the time period of where it takes place, and some of the events that take place in the game. So, like I said, it is a hardcover book. It's 232 pages, and right now you can pre-order it for $35, and it's expected to ship on April 21st. So I'm really excited. As you guys know, I'm sort of a lore junkie. I'm really into the lore, and I'm definitely going to buy this. I love the Elder Scrolls Online physical items. I'm also going to buy the Netch plush, and I also have like the Guar plus, and I love my Mogul Ball statue that I got with the pre-order. So anything they come out with this game I pretty much buy. So really excited to get it, and when I do get my hands on it, I'll let you guys know what I think of it, and I'll probably read the whole thing like the first day. I'm just really excited for this, and I'm really excited to see them do this series. So if you guys want it, you guys can go check it out, and a link in the description that I'll put down there. But yeah, it does look cool, and I'm really excited to see this series expand and stuff. Next, let's go into the Crown store, sort of the meat of the video, and talk about the 4 new pets that they just announced coming to the Crown store. So we got the Bannekin, which is a Daedra. You guys have probably seen these as you run across the world. They're not that popular of a Daedra for the devs to use, not as much as the Scamp, but it is a Daedra, and you can use it as a pet now. It's pretty cool. I'm sure it has some cool animations and stuff like that, but you guys can see all of these on the screen as I talk about them. I'll post pictures up there. Next, we have the Breville Retriever, which looks a lot like a yellow lab, or I guess a yellow retriever. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. I love the dogs in this game. I'm a huge dog guy. I work at a kennel. I love dogs to death, and it's really cool to see them adding more dogs. Right now, I'm using the Hound, or whatever they call it, but it is cool that we're getting more dogs. So you guys can check that out on the screen. Then we got the Scamp, which I'm sure you guys know the devs love to use the Scamp. They pretty much do it with any Daedra quest or its quest. So it is a Daedra, like I said, and you guys can use this as a pet now instead of fighting against them. Then we got the Shornhelm Shepherd, which is a black lab, pretty much. Kind of looks like it might be mixed with a terrier a little bit, but it is black and it is a dog, so there you go. Those are the 4 new ones we got, and they said more were coming, and I'm sure we will get more stuff in the future, like XP boosts and all that good stuff. We also just got some provisioning items added to the consumable section of the Crown Store. So if you guys have those, they'll increase your health for like an hour, as they do in the game. You can also buy those from chefs and stuff, but if you want to buy them from the Crown Store, you can go there and purchase those. So now let's talk about stuff that's not actually in the Crown Store yet, but my wish list of what I want to see. So I got a lot of stuff, so this might take a little bit, but first let's start off with the pets. So I think they've been doing a really good job with the pets. Like, I love all the new ones announced. I just think they need to make the pets better, if that makes sense. So they need to add more animations. The pets need to do more stuff. Right now they really do just follow you. I think it'd be cool if they had like personalities. You know, if the retriever just ran off and brought you back a stick, that'd be so awesome. It would just add life to the game and personality to these pretty much lifeless pets right now that really don't do much except follow you. You know, if the dog just sat down and barked every once in a while, that'd be awesome. Or if he wagged his tail, you know, and just kind of like just did different stuff. Right now they're kind of just boring. Sometimes I forget they're even there. If I go into a dungeon, I forget to reactivate them because I'm not thinking about it. So yeah, more animations and just more stuff to do would be really cool. But I do like the pets they've been coming out with. I like the concept of the pets and all the ones they come out with. I think they have a good variety right now. I just think the pets need to do more. A lot of people want to see them like help you a little bit in combat. I think that would be cool if you're fighting someone, if the dog like laid down and growled and stuff like that. Just more personality to the pets, because right now they feel a little lifeless to me. Next, let's go into mounts. So I have a huge request for mounts. I really would love to see a Silk Strider in this game. If you guys don't know what a Silk Strider is, I'll post a little picture on the screen. These things are gigantic, and they were in Morrowind. They were also in the DLC for Skyrim. These things are huge. You have to like kind of like walk onto them from like an elevated area. Then you go on their backs, and they could fit like 5 people. These things are like 3 stories tall. If you fell off one, you would die. I can't really describe how huge they are unless you're looking at the picture, but they're gigantic, and I definitely think they should be more rare. I think they should cost a lot of crowns. I think you should have to spend at least like $40 on them, but it would be a really awesome option for people who really want one. I would buy one if they came out with one. And I think, yeah, if 5 people should be on one, I think it'd be really cool to see, group transportation in this game. This really wouldn't work for PvP, but it would work really cool in PvE, just going around the zone. People probably wouldn't even use them practically. They would just roll around in them to look like a badass. But yeah, I think this would be really cool. I don't think the devs will put this in the game, but it would be really awesome if they did. Sort of just a fantasy I have. Other than that, I think some horse armor would be cool. Right now your horses do get armor once you upgrade them enough. But you think it'd be cool if you could buy different armors, like gold armors, faction pride armors, different colors and different styles and all the good stuff like that. If you could craft them, that'd be cool, but I don't think they're going to add them, so being able to buy them with crowns would be cool too. Again, you can't have armor on your horses and your other mounts right now, but I think it'd be cool if we could buy different ones to even customize our mounts more than we have already. Other than that, just different kinds of mounts I want. A frostbite spider could be kind of cool. Definitely a bear, because that would go with my guild, and I would love that. But just add more stuff. They've been doing it pretty cool. I like the cats. I like the guars. I think they've been doing a pretty good job keeping it lore friendly so far. So thumbs up to ZeniMax for that. One other thing I would like is just group transportation. I talked about the Silk Strider, but some carriages would be awesome. Just ways to travel with your friends would be cool. Maybe a mount that could like pull you in a wagon or something. Just different stuff. That would be really cool. Definitely some unique stuff. I couldn't really think of anything except the carriage, but maybe just bigger things that could hold like 2 people. If 2 people could go on a horse, I don't know how that would work, but that would be really cool. Just some new fresh ideas for group transportation would be really nice. Moving on, let's talk about the costumes, and this is where I think they need to improve probably the most in this game. One thing they really have to add is role-playing clothes, and by that I just mean sort of civilian clothes that people could wear at the tavern or something like that. They've been lacking this a lot, and the role-playing community is begging for this. They're begging for it. They really want it, and it really would not be hard for them to add. They could just take some of the stuff the NPCs wear and make it wearable for us. I would think it would be cool if they had like a beggar clothing, and then higher up like average person clothing, and then maybe some really nice high-end stuff. I think that'd be really cool. The role players would love it. They would definitely buy it, and I think other people would buy it too, just to roll around the city. Something that Guild Wars had. I think they should add it in this game too. Definitely a lot of people want this, and I don't see why they wouldn't make it. Other than that, just cooler costumes, and assassin stuff. More morphs. People love those morphs. They love the skeleton morph, the dragger morph. I think they should add some stuff. A vampire lord would be awesome. Goblin, something like that. Just different stuff would be awesome. And then just stuff that's cooler. Right now the costumes are kind of lacking. A city guard costume would be awesome if you could pick the city and stuff. a Dragonborn costume, like the traditional Dragonborn armor from Skyrim, people would buy that so much. And I saw that on PC Gamer, they recommended it, and they're right, definitely a lot of people would buy that. Maybe some faction pride stuff, but yeah, they can do a lot better job with the costumes. I don't know why they aren't, because lots of people would buy them. I only bought one, and it was the heavy armor set, and honestly, I don't really use it that much anymore. I also think it'd be really cool if the Guild Tabard could work with the costumes. I know it's kind of hard to do, but I think that'd be really cool, because one of the reasons I don't wear costumes and I don't buy costumes is that I love to wear my Guild Tabard. So if they could do that, I think that'd be kind of nice. Last in my wish list is the convenience items, which they could add a lot of stuff to. So first, the thing this game needs more than anything in the Crown Store is a barber shop. People have been asking this since day one, and so many, I can't even stress how many people would buy this. They would just buy it over and over again just to change the way their character looks. Now, a barbershop isn't really, you can't change races, you can't change gender, but you can change your haircut, you can add a beard, you could take away a beard, you could add tattoos, you could change your tattoos, you could add scars, stuff like that. Just sort of like the aesthetics of your character you can change, and lots of people would love this. Lots of people are dying for this, and I don't know why they haven't added it. It just makes no sense to me. But yeah, they definitely should do this. I don't think it would be that hard, so if they're not working on it already, they definitely need to start working on it, because it would be really cool. And I don't know why they haven't, because I would love to add maybe some facial hair to my character or something, and I would definitely use it. I know lots of people would. Other than that, guys, I think you should be able to divorce the person that you married to at the beginning of the game, just because a lot of people stop playing, and I think lots of people want to marry someone else. Not a huge thing, but I think it would be kind of a cool thing for them to add. Other than that, a name change lots of people would use. Not that I want it, but I know lots of people would, and it should be super easy to develop. Just something they should throw in the game. Other than that, the ability to buy another character slot. People who love to make alts, which isn't me, but again, lots of people do, would definitely buy this, and they can make a lot of money off it. So they should add another character slot. Maybe an emote pack. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of want more emotes in the game, but I would love if they were added for free. If not, I wouldn't mind spending a couple bucks on one, especially if it means that we're going to add more emotes to the game. And I think a lot of people would buy those, especially in the role-playing community. Then some new dies, not the ones you can already get through achievements, because that would be kind of cheap, but some new dies would be cool, some die packs would be awesome. They should add those too, and if they added all these things, I think they would be making a lot more money, and a lot of people would enjoy the Crown Store more, maybe even sell some more ESO Plus memberships. So that's always good for a company and be good for us, so we'd all benefit. So I would definitely recommend ZeniMax to add some of the things I just talked about. So next, let's talk about something I'm really excited for, which is the upcoming zones. All these zones are in development, but some of them probably aren't going to come till next year. But first, let's talk about Hrothgar. So Hrothgar is the first one I'm going to talk about, and it's the one coming the soonest. Should be coming in June or July would be my guess, depending if it comes before or after the Imperial City. Anyway, this is a province in High Rock. I think it overlaps slightly with Skyrim, but it is kind of snowy and it's kind of cool, like rocky look. We had some really cool concept art of like snowy forest and all that good stuff, and it looked really beautiful. The city looks really cool, really huge, really well built, and as I talk about these, I'll have video up on the screen so you can check them out. Anyway, the story of this province is that there's conflict between two sects of orcs, one which is loyal to the Daggerfall Covenant, which is the king and his followers, and then there's a sort of like a rogue group which follows the Code of Malakath, and they don't want to be involved with the Daggerfall Covenant because some of the Daggerfall Covenant, some of the people who are in it, had invaded their land, killed their ancestors, so obviously they're not going to want to make an alliance with them. And then the people who are loyal to the Daggerfall Covenant want to get rid of the Code of Malakath completely, which is sort of the orc honor code, the honor in battle and all that kind of stuff and how they live their lives. So there's these two sects competing, and all it said is that you get to go and resolve a conflict. So I'm really hoping that you get to pick which side you go towards. It really wouldn't make sense for an Eberhard Pact person to be helping them with their alliance to the Daggerfall Covenant. It really wouldn't make sense at all. So I'm hoping you get to pick, and that would be the first time we had really a choice of who we help in a zone. So it would add some really cool choice to the game. I would be really excited to be able to make more choices in this game. So sounds really cool, sounds like something I'm really excited for, and it will be sort of a PvE zone. It's not going to be an adventure zone. You could do this alone if you want, you could do it with 4 buddies if you want, but it's not mandatory that you have a group to do this. So that's Hrothgar, guys. Let's move on to the next one, which is Murkmire. So Murkmire is an adventure zone. My guess is this would be coming after the second one after Hrothgar, and this one is going to be, like I said, an adventure zone, and it takes place in Black March. It looks different than Shadowfen though. Shadowfen was kind of cloudy and swampy. This one's really bright, it has a lot of flora, but other than that we don't really know anything about the story or anything, but it definitely looks nice. I'm really glad to see them adding more stuff to Black March, because Black March is kind of one of those areas it would be easy for them to ignore, kind of like Elsewire is, just because we haven't been there in another Elder Scrolls game, but I'm really glad to see them making another zone there, and it should be pretty cool. Moving on, let's talk about Clockwork City, which is the zone I'm probably most excited for except Rothgar. This one is really cool, and it's really unique and different from other zones we've seen. So this one has actually been in the Elder Scrolls series before in Morrowind. It's a hidden Dwemer city in the swamps of Morrowind, so hopefully you'll have to go to like Stonefalls or Deshan to get to it. And it is really cool how it's underground, it's hidden, and it's this entire Dwemer city. So it's so awesome, it's such a cool, idea. Other than that, we don't really know the story, but this city itself has a lot of lore that I'm sure they'll bring in from Morrowind, and it's just a really cool zone idea, and I'm really excited about it. My guess is this would be an adventure zone. That's completely speculation, I don't really know, but I'm really excited for this one. As you guys can see on the screen, this thing looks awesome. It's just like this huge Dwemer city built up with lots of dungeons, I'm sure, lots of delves. That's sort of what makes me think it's an adventure zone, but lots of cool stuff definitely. So I'm really excited for the Clockwork City. I know you guys probably are too. It's really cool how they're making stuff that's not actually on Tamriel. It's going to give them the ability to make more zones in general, but also just, explore new areas that haven't necessarily been explored in Elder Scrolls games. Not that this one hasn't, because like I said, this was in Morrowind, but definitely a cool idea to make something this unique and this different from other zones we've seen. Next we have Abba's Landing, which we almost have no information on. It appears to be in some sort of part of Hammerfell. We definitely see some desert. We get some cool gameplay or video of someone running across the roofs, but nothing really in terms of what it is. We really know nothing about it, but it does look kind of cool. If you're a fan of Hammerfell, you'll probably like this zone a lot. Then next up we have Melifa's Realm, and Melifa is the Daedric prince of sex, murder, and secrets. So as you guys can probably guess, this place is pretty dark. It looks like Cold Harbor sort of has that blue-purple hue to it that is kind of traditional with the Daedric realm. It looks really cool. If you guys don't know, Melifa is really connected to spiders, so we got a couple glimpses of spiders. I'm sure there will be lots of spider bosses, lots of spiders just around this world. But it's really cool that we're going to go to a Daedric realm again, and I would love to visit more of them. And it's really cool because they have so many options for the storyline. Why are you there? Are you fighting against her? Or, you helping her with, like, her plans? Or do you have the choice? They definitely have some cool options and a lot of cool stuff that we can do. I would love to, roll through another Daedric realm like Cold Harbor. I really did like Cold Harbor as a zone. Lots of cool options for different stuff to go on through here, and yeah, definitely some cool stuff coming with these new zones, guys. I'm really excited. I was kind of worried that we were kind of ignoring putting new zones in the game since we haven't had one since Craglon, which was actually the first release of the Elder Scrolls after the launch, but sounds like we're getting 5 new ones planned. I would expect the earliest one of these to come out would be June, maybe July for Rothgar, and then the latest I would probably see is 2016. I doubt we'll get these all in 2015, so definitely some long span of content planned, which looks really cool. So the only thing I have to talk about is the levels of these zones. So they have mentioned that by the time these comes in, levels won't be a problem, and that's all they said. So it kind of makes you think, well, what do they mean? Well, my guess is that all of these zones are going to scale to your level, so the enemies will be your level, but not necessarily the person next to you level. So you can fight all these monsters have no problem, even if a veteran rank 14 is facing them and having the same difficulty as you. Now the reason for them to do this is really just a business choice. So if they want these new people to buy the DLC and be able to play them, which I completely get, but it's also, the veteran rank 14 players will love new zones that only they could quest through. But I get it, business standpoint, why they have to do this, and also you want the new players to be able to have new content too, considering that we're not getting them every month with a monthly subscription fee. So they also mentioned that they're planning to take veteran ranks away, and they said that a while ago. They seem to have kind of shied away from it. That's possible that they just meant that the veteran ranks will all be gone and anyone can do these and it'll scale to you if you're level 50. Now I'm not sure if that's the plan or if that's what they meant. It's kind of hard to tell right now because they only made that one statement in an ESO live video, so I'm not sure. Well, we'll have to wait and see, I guess. But yeah, definitely you'll be able to do these if you're whatever veteran rank you are, maybe even if you're below 50, but we'll have to wait and see for more information probably in a couple months. So yeah, guys, Rothgar coming out in June, so make sure you stay tuned. We should get some more information on that as the months go by. Definitely excited for it, and definitely excited for all these zones. So that pretty much does it for the video, guys. I want to talk about my guild real quick. My guild is a North American guild. It's called the Bearborn Clan, and it is loyal to the Ebonheart Pact, so you do have to be in the EP to join. I started the guild when the game came out, and we went strong for a couple months, but it sort of fell apart. Some people stopped playing. It was really more my fault. I didn't really keep us together that well, but I am trying to get it started again. I feel like since I reached endgame, I definitely am looking to play with a lot more people, so we're sort of casual. We do some PvP, we attend some role-playing events, but it's pretty, casual. With just a couple friends, really, who Skype while we play. I'm not interested in having like a 400-man guild. The most I would ever want to have is like 10 or 15. but I'll probably be making a video shortly telling you guys all the details about it. But I'm looking to do some stuff like, do some PvP together, attend some role-playing events, maybe just steal some stuff together. I'm always happy to help low-level people questing and stuff like that, and help them out with like vampire bites or crafting or anything they need. So definitely open to it, you guys. If you have any questions, just hit me up. I'd be more than happy to answer. It'd be my pleasure to have some more guys join my guild. Really, if you guys want to check it out, just go to the forums or message me on whatever. Message me on YouTube. My Steam is WhiteFoxBuild25. You want to message me there. But we got a couple more people. I wouldn't have at least 5 by the time I really start next week. But we'll probably play like PvP every Friday or something like that. But if you guys are interested, make sure you let me know. I'll be giving out free guild to bars if that's something you're interested in. But yeah. If you guys need anything, just let me know or ask any questions. If you want to introduce yourself, you can go to our forums below. But that's pretty much all I want to say. If you guys are interested, I would love to have you, like I said. But yeah, we're just kind of a cool guild of people who like to play together in Skype while we do it. So nothing like completely serious, no min-maxing, we won't get mad at you if you break character or anything like that. But yeah, just some friendly guys looking to play with other people, so make sure you hit us up if you're interested. Other than that, guys, one thing I want to add is just this cool guy who made some cool maps for cities. If you're interested in like stealing and stuff, these are sort of like Thieves Guild maps. They show you where all the strongboxes stuff are, but they do it in sort of like a lore-friendly way using the symbols and stuff. I really liked them, so if you guys are interested, link in the description if you guys want to check those out. But that pretty much does it for the video, guys. There'll probably be another ESO Saturday in like 2 weeks. I'm getting a new microphone set up by then, so I'll have a suspension mount, so any of the bumps you hear while you're listening will be all gone. All the vibrations will just be completely gone, so it'll be more of a crystal clear sound, so you guys will enjoy that a little bit more. And other than that, we'll just have all videos in between that talking about new games and reviews of games and all that good stuff. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching the videos, and I'll see you in the next one.